I never thought I'd be walking around with a wig that looked like this, but here we are. Hey y'all, welcome to Get Wiggy with Bree. My name is Bree, and today we're going to talk about my Hatfall wigs from the Hustle Wig. And if you don't know what a Hatfall wig is, it's a wig that is meant for hats and it looks like this on top. And you guys, before I got this wig, I didn't think I was going to wear it very much. I thought, oh, maybe when I go outside with the kids. I wear my Hatfall wig or my Hustle wig all the time, almost every single day in some fashion or some amount of time, so it gets a ton of use. And now I have 4 Hustle wigs, 4 different lengths that I'm going to share with you today. So I'm going to try them all on and we're going to look at them together. But before we get started, don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell so you never miss any wiggy content. We'll start with the bob length, but first of all, what the heck is a Hatfall wig? So Hatfall wig is specifically meant for hats. So unlike a normal wig, this one does not have a lace front here. On a traditional wig, you're gonna have a lace front that looks somewhat similar to this, and this is the most delicate part of your wig. So if you are constantly rubbing it on and off with a hat, if you're somebody like me who wears a lot of hats, this is going to get ruined over time. So the whole point of a Hatfall wig is you don't have that lace front area. You can preserve your nicer wigs or the wigs that have a lace front in order to kind of like prolong the longevity of your wig. Now there are so many companies who make Hatfall wigs. I tend to love the Hustle wig. Those are the ones that I have, and so those are the ones that I wear. So that's what we're going to be talking primarily about today. Let's first talk about their bob styles. So this one comes in at about 13 inches here. Let me do a quick 360 for you. Here we are. Like I mentioned, this one does not have a lace front. Let me take this off so you guys can have a better look at what the cap looks like. I love this one for summer. I think that it is incredibly breathable. You can see here, this is pretty much, it's a mesh pretty much. And so it feels super lightweight. It doesn't add any extra heat to my head. It's not trapping heat like some of my other wigs are. And then you'll notice on the underside of it, I wear this enough that I'm starting to rub some of the fabric, but you'll notice here, we do have a velvet lining. So you're not gonna have any sliding back off the back of your head. And it is incredibly comfortable. So let me just throw it back on. I am a size medium, and so my circumference is about 21.75 to 22. So I tend to run with a size medium, and it ends up working really well for me. So you just pop it on like this, and you can wear it with any sort of hats. So right now I'm just wearing with a baseball cap, but let me throw on a beanie. I guess some people call it beanie, some people in Canada call it a toque. You just take this off and you can switch it into whatever you want to. So this is what this would look like this. So this is the bob style, as I mentioned, 13 inches, but let's move on over to the lob. Okay, you guys, so here we are with the lob, and they are actually doing a closeout sale, I think, right now on the lob. It's actually the first one that I bought. The reason why I bought this one is because it was one of their misfits. So they ended up doing a line of misfit Hatfall wigs, and so they essentially had like a production issue. Instead of it being smooth, the hair was kind of kinky, kind of wild. And if you've seen my bio hair, my hair is kind of kinky, kind of wild. And so I was like, okay, perfect, this is a great, like they were priced a little bit lower, ended up working out. So I ended up buying the lob. It's a little bit longer than the bob. I would say it's probably closer to 15 inches. And so I really love it. It's one that also gets a lot of use because I'm able to put it back in a little ponytail here. So it's not a super long ponytail, but it's just enough to kind of get it off my neck. If for some reason the bob just, if I want to have a little bit longer hair, I want to be able to put it up, the bob is not quite as easy to put up. All right, y'all, so let's take a look at the Midi. While we have her off, we'll just kind of look at the cap and we'll talk about her. So she is 18 inches. I'm wearing her, or I have her in the color dark brown, and those are the colors that I've already looked at. Those are all dark brown, but it comes in between 5 and 8 colors depending on the length that you have. The Midi comes in 8 colors, and this one is a little bit different because we have some wefting in the back here. This is more of a t-shirt material as opposed to this one is a little bit more mesh. This is t-shirt, and then also has the velvet lining just like the other one. The one thing that I will say is a little bit different about this one is I feel like, and I actually sent them a message to ask about this, some of the hair, like you can kind of see the wefting up here, but in theory, if you have a hat on it, it's not going to show the wefting. So let's throw it on here so you guys can take a look and see what it looks like. Okay, so let's throw a hat on. So what I was talking about is this wefting that's like literally right here. So the hair in this section is just a little bit thinner, but it covers it up pretty nicely. And in theory, the hair in that part of the cap is underneath the hat. So you really don't have any issues. And I actually love this length, guys. I feel like for some reason it just looks a little bit more feminine. I don't know, it just looks super cute with hats. Yeah, I love this one. And like I said, she comes in 8 colors, and this is human hair. So if you're like, okay, is it synthetic, is it human? This is human hair. When I got it, it was straight, and I put a little bit of curl in it, and I actually feel like the curl turned out really well. Now, I actually just posted about this one on my Instagram, and I had someone mention, actually a couple people mentioned that they felt like this one felt thick. And I don't feel like that, only because I've tried a lot of wigs, so I know I have some really thick wigs. The reason why I think that they think that is because it's all one length. And most of these wigs that I'm going to show you today are all one length. So if you're somebody who needs a little bit of layering, likes that differentiation and dimension that having layers can give you, this is something you're going to need to have cut in, or you can do it yourself. Personally, I don't really trust myself enough to cut this wig and not mess it up, so I'd probably take it somewhere. But if you're somebody who needs some layering, you can definitely do that. But here, let me put it all in the front for you so you can see. This is what it looks like, and I'm 5'2", I'm about 148 pounds. This is how it looks on me. So to me, it doesn't feel too thick. It doesn't feel like it's too much hair. And for me, I mean, I actually feel like it feels like it's just enough. Okay, on to the longest one. Okay, so we are here now with the classic, and this one's a little bit different than the other ones because of the color. So this is the color black, and let me show you the midi in comparison. So this is the dark brown, and this is the black. I'm right in front of a window here. You can kind of see, sorry, there's apparently something in this one, but you can see there is a little bit of a difference in color. This is definitely more brown. This is definitely more black. Anywho, so this one is 23 inches in length, and the reason that this one is a little bit different also is because it comes in different wave patterns. So if you're somebody who likes a light wave or a more wavy style, you can get it in the classic. It's 23 inches, which is usually a bit long for me, but let me throw it on for you. Okay, so here, this is what we're working with. And please excuse the wave pattern. She has the ability to be a lot more beautiful, but she has been in her silk bag for a while, and I needed you to see what she looked like. So let's put this on here. All right, so this is what we're working with. Let me scoop back so you can see. So as I mentioned, I am 5'2", about like 148 pounds. This is what the classic looks like. So like I said, 23 inches, this is the wavy. Let me do a quick 360 for you. Few things about the Hustle Wig that I actually really like is they have free exchanges. So if for some reason you're like, okay, I think I'm a medium, I'm gonna order a medium, but then you get it and you're like, oh, it's a little bit snug, they're willing to exchange that piece with you. They also have free shipping, which I feel like I don't run into a whole lot sometimes with the wig brands. So also something to keep in mind. Now I feel like I sound like a Hatfall Wig hype girl, and honestly, you guys, I am. I love my Hatfall wigs. I love my Hustle Wig. I wear them almost every single day. I think that if you are somebody who leads an active lifestyle, or you have a bunch of small kids and you know are constantly on the go, or like you like to run, or you wear a lot of hats, or maybe like me, usually I wear glasses, and so if I don't wear a lot of sunglasses, so I need to wear a hat in order to actually be able to see outside. A Hatfall Wig is something that I would definitely consider if you're somebody who likes to be active, on the go, and kind of want to preserve those lace front wigs. But that's pretty much it for today. So as you can tell, I love my Hustle Wig, but if you've watched this and you're like, I just don't understand why you need a Hatfall Wig, put a comment below. Let's talk about it. I would love to do some more education because I wear mine, like I said, almost every single day. But thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, and we'll see you next time.